Alrighty, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how my strategy works and just a little rundown of just kind of how I trade, what I look for, and basically just try and explain the best that I can of how you guys can use my strategy. This strategy is very specific to me. Um, it's something that I made completely. I made this up. It's been working for me pretty good. There's some weeks that it works really good, some weeks where I just am not very clear in the head, but we are going to replay and pick a random day. I promise you guys, I'm not trying to clickbait and just know which days are which. You know what I'm saying? Like, go do all these days, make sure I know what day it's gonna, or if it's gonna go up or down, and then just try and get good content. But no, I'm not doing that. This is all real backtesting and explanation of the strategy. First thing you're gonna want to do is we're trading Asia session, and in Central Time Zone that starts at 7 p.m. So right here. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the 15-minute. So say you show up at the computer at 7 o'clock. Right here. This is when you show up. You're going to mark out this 15-minute candle. You don't have to mark it out all the time. Once you get good at this, you'll just be able to know. If you break above that range, you're going to be targeting a confluence up here to reverse in that direction. So if it breaks above this 15-minute range, you're going to be looking for shorts most of the time if the daily price action is normal. Now, you're going to take this fixed volume range profile here, and you're going to mark out the previous day from market open at 8:30 in Central Time Zone to 3:45. Now you're going to try and find a confluence within this range to play off of. That is the most ideal setup. Sometimes there'll be confluences under when it's a super large day in New York, but for instance, we'll probably most likely be looking to play off this fair value gap for shorts. And basically, so my settings for this, these are my settings. Here's my input, my style, my coordinates, and my visibility. Now let's just delete that and continue on. So once 7 o'clock comes around, you're going to wait for the first 3 minutes, the first 15 minutes. You're going to use that volume range again. And now you're going to be looking to see where it breaks out of. So there's two different types of ways you can play off this volume range. If you're looking for longs and it breaks above, it's called a continuation. So you take a long here off this break, put your stop just a little below, and target like a 2RR. So just like that. That is called a continuation. So when I say a continuation, this is what I mean. Same direction, continuation of the trend. Now you can do an inverse continuation, where if you're looking for shorts, like we are in this instance, you're going to look for confluences to play off of. So either this IFEG and FEG, or this IFEG. You're going to wait until it gets up to there, and once you get confirmation of it breaking, you'll take the inverse of that. So if it's going up, the inverse would be shorts. So there's inverse continuation and continuation. Those are the two plays you'll be playing off of this volume range. So for this, we're going to go to now. Here's how you pick out your confluences of what you're going to play off of to take your short. You're going to mark out this 30-minute IFEG here. I'm not going to worry about that FEG because it's in this IFEG. And you're going to mark out this 30-minute IFEG. These are all potential confluences that this could play off of. Now you're going to go into your 15-minute and find any within that. So you also have this IFEG here and this FEG. So if we break through and inverse this, we'll look to target off this. If we play off this, we'll target these data lows here, or not data lows, but this liquidity drop. So let's play this out and see what happens. We'll play it on the 5-minute as well. Okay, so we entered this IFEG. We broke down. We'll wait for a actual break. Okay, looks like we inversed it, and now we might be playing off this. Beautiful. Bang. All right, we're taking the trade. We would sell off here. I would do one contract here, risk a lot, and then we'd definitely run profits. I would target back into this range. There's a lot of drawings here, so it's kind of making it look confusing, but I would definitely run profits here, and we could potentially come up and play more into this IFEG, but I think we'll be good. I like where we're playing. But let's go to the minute and run out these profits and see what happens. Okay, pretty good direction. We're going to extend profit. Drag this to break even so we don't lose anything on this trade. Boom. Beautiful trade right there. That is exactly how you play out the strategy. So basically, in a quick rundown, let's go to the next day, and I'll give you a quick overview of exactly what we look for. This should be a quick video because it's a simple strategy. It's simple to understand. It's boring and repetitive, which makes it amazing for printing money. The only thing where you can really mess up on this is what confluence. So there's three main things, actually. It's normal price action. So like some days you'll get really weird price action where you can kind of feel it inside of you if you've been trading for a long time. Price won't move normal and won't go to those normal confluences, which if you feel that, just don't trade. Like, just don't trade. If you're not confident, don't trade. It's not worth losing the money, right? Like, as we saw yesterday in my previous video, wasn't confident, took the trade, got stopped out. But it's completely fine. You know, that's part of the game. That's part of learning. But the big main thing is being able to pick out the right confluence. And I think order flow can help with that a lot. That's why I want to learn and get into order flow, which I'm going to start researching very soon. My big main thing is just trying to get out the foundation of my content and my strategy so that I have things to refer off of and make content off of. But basically, the first thing you're going to do once you show up at 7 o'clock, right here, there's our 7 o'clock candle. We have our 15-minute. Boom. We're kind of breaking below. A lot of data, or a lot of liquidity here. Overall, very bearish. Mark out your previous day. 8:30 to 3:45. Looks like we're already in the range. I don't really like this setup. Like I said, this price action doesn't look the greatest. But we'll mark our 7 to 7:10. This I would probably definitely be taking shorts off of because we are playing off of this IFEG. But let's look in the 30-minute. Beautiful, playing off this IFEG. My bias would be shorts here. IFEG, FEG, FEG. So I would take an entry probably off of here. If we could get here, I would take this. Pretty much 100%. I think that would be a good setup. Let's see what happens. Come on, get in there. Okay. Well, we didn't quite get our sell limit, but our entire direction was completely correct. It looks like we didn't quite get up into there, which this is why I think order flow would be helpful, because one, we didn't get into that IFEG, and there had to have been something there to make it so that we wanted to dump. And I guess, it could have just been this IFEG on the 30-minute, but the good thing, that's the thing I was talking about, is finding the right confluence and thing to play off of. But we had our bias right. The volume, we were in here. This is where you want to take your entries within this range or outside of it. And yeah, I mean, we would have almost top ticked this, like super close. But this is my strategy. If you guys have any questions or want me to go more in depth with what these confluences actually are and what they do and serve their purpose, just comment and I will 100% make videos on that. I have a journal and like Google Docs filled out of everything. Like I've watched all the TJR boot camps and all that and written all of them down and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to start getting into order flow, and then I'll start making videos on that. But if you guys haven't already, make sure to go like up the Instagram, follow that so that you guys get daily trades or daily updates on the trades and all that good stuff. But yeah, this was the back testing strategy video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hope this helps.